Namaskar. Welcome to Soul Connections in Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. I wanted to talk to you on one subject, success and jealousy.
Why am I craving for success?
My talent, appreciated.
Why do I want appreciation?
Yeah, you come back to happiness again.
You
I have
come
no
back
other
to
word.
appreciation. Why do you want appreciation? Why do you want acceptance? Why do you want
Name,
name and fame? Because those are the stimulants which I think will make me happy, respected, loved, and then I will feel contented. So the whole flow of energy was going from outside in. When I get all these things, I will be happy. And spirituality teaches us flow of energy is inside out.
Do you know jealousy is so common today?
I want to achieve because I have seen that when someone achieves, they get people's acceptance and appreciation. I want that because it's only when I'm appreciated I feel good. It's only these thoughts which start making me feel uncomfortable seeing someone else achieve. I'm already stable, but the minute I look at your achievement and I start creating, I should have got this, if I would have had this, I would be happy, people would love me, now nobody loves me, everyone loves them, I have done so much, yet they got everything. When this counter starts ticking like this, then my happiness is diminished. And when this is happening, I think it is because of you. Most important is that when we are successful in the external, whatever parameters we have in our profession, let's take care that negative energy around doesn't start influencing us. Otherwise, our internal success will get affected.
But negative energy does influence, because I have seen it, that I have been a victim of black magic myself.
One is if someone resorts to these kind of means, and one is just their jealousy, just their criticism, just their backbiting. I have to understand that I am on the truth, I know what I'm doing, and even if the whole world has got together to talk about it and to say wrong things about what I'm doing, it doesn't matter. I am not here to prove anything to the world, because my happiness is not dependent on other people's acceptance.
You mean to say, let the world speak anything it wants? Let the newspapers say anything they want? Let the media say all one, and you stand alone like a rock?
If you know that you are on the right, then you don't need to go down to justify and prove anything. Never ever we need to prove anything to anyone.
And if you do not prove, then you also then people will start believing that the media is right, the people are right.
How does it matter what people believe and what people think about us?
Why not?
Finally, the truth is only here. It matters only when my happiness is dependent on what people think about me.
And what about the image?
And image creates what? Image is what people think about me.
Yeah.
And my happiness is dependent on that. But when we start working on ourselves, happiness is not dependent on what other people have in mind about me. The image that other people have about me, happiness is not dependent on that. People will take their time to create the image, and then people will take their time to change the image. Their image is going to be according to their perception. If you're successful and I am jealous, I cannot create a nice image about you, but that's nothing to do with you. That's because here my filter is of jealousy. So why should you get affected by what image I have drawn about you? You will have to understand that the image that I create about you is through my own pain. Should you bother about my image?
But sister, a lie repeated 100 times becomes the truth.
Truth by who? Truth by who?
By this. See, supposing in my film industry, 99% say that Suresh Oberoi is difficult, he doesn't come on time, he does this, he asks for double the money after half the film is over, or all these wrong allegations, and go on and on and on. People will definitely think twice to come and sign me.
There are two things. One, just check the allegations, if any of them are true. Just check when people talk about you, detach and check if any of those things are true. If any of those things are true, quickly work on it and change. If none of them are true, don't even give a second thought to it. It's wastage of our energy. They are being spoken because of somebody's jealousy, somebody's pain, and I cannot let that affect me. I continue working with my style, if it's all right, and I'm sure that it's right. I continue working with that conviction of truth, and slowly and gradually people will realize. But if I try to go and speak about it and try to justify it, then I'm only creating more negative energy to what is already there.
So keep working and keep quiet.
Keep sending the right energy, and the right energy first is not to create hatred for those who are defaming me. That's most important. That is my protection.
Not to create
anger or hatred or any kind of bitterness for those who are defaming me. Not to get hurt by that defamation.
You're talking to a human being?
We can work on ourselves. It's not very difficult.
I'm no Jesus Christ.
No, it's not about being a saint. It's being normal. When I know I'm walking the right path, you know, you're walking this road downhill. You know you're walking the right path.
Then?
And if people around you are not able to walk the right path, they might have things to say. But you understand that they are the ones who are not recognizing the right path.
They are throwing thorns and stones on my path.
But you're sure that you're walking the right path and that there is no other path. If you are 100% sure that this is the right path for you and there is no other path,
then
you have only two choices. Either I continue walking that path, or then I stop and get affected by those who are saying things and then start walking the other path, which actually I'm already sure is not the right path.
I don't know whether it works or not.
See, what will happen if I start walking the other path? I know it's not the right path. Why would I go the other way?
But this way, sister, the right path is also being blocked by black magic, by defamation,
Yes.
by media, by creating unhappiness, by stories.
Yes.
So many things.
And my power,
So many obstacles.
black magic is only negative energy being sent by someone.
Hmm.
Powerful energy, no doubt about it. It's only negative energy being channelized by someone towards me can create obstacles. My powerful energy, power of truth, purity, no fear at all, and definitely no hatred for the one who's sending me that obstacle, this energy will break that obstacle. That is also energy, this is also energy. I just have to send a counter energy.
I used to think counter energy means whoever is sending a bad energy to me, I send him back saying that let him be unsuccessful, let him die, let him meet with an accident,
No.
let him have all the unhappiness in life.
No,
That is what
then we are not on the path of truth and conviction. Then we are not.
What do I do
Then
with that
we've
energy?
joined them on their path. See, this is what happened. They were standing on a different path, and then we just joined them on their path and lost our true path.
So
It's
you mean-
only walking on our journey.
So tell me one
focused.
more time, what do I do? How do I walk without any pain?
Conviction, 100% sure that this is the right way for me. I'm
Yeah.
not perfect, very sure. I'm not perfect. I'm working on myself, but this is the journey for me. And those who are creating certain other energies, they are also not wrong because they are insecure when they watch me. Maybe if I would have been in their position and was insecure, I would have created the same energy of jealousy. So I can understand what they are going through. So no hatred for them, no anger towards them, no fear of what they're sending to me. Very sure that my purity will be my protection, and my purity will also heal me and them and walk the path. Obstacles will come, but they won't seem like obstacles. They will be little challenges, little stones that I have to cross on my path. But I'd rather walk this path and cross the obstacles rather than going the other way. That's a choice in life.
But I wanted to know, what do I do with the energy they send me? What do I do?
I send a counter energy.
Yeah.
That's all.
Counter what?
If someone sends me black magic, I send white magic. It
Send him love.
Of course. And love means what? I don't hate him. That's most important. I don't hate him. I understand he's in so much pain that he can resort to means like this. Just shows how much pain that soul is in to actually think of doing something like this.
Do you know, in extramarital affairs, what the girlfriend does, this tantric was telling me that this woman came to me, gave money so that the wife leaves the husband and they should have fights, and I'm sending all that black energy in that. How low they can stoop so low?
So just shows the level of fear and insecurity and jealousy. How can we get angry or hate people who have reached that level? How can we? Because if we start creating anger and jealousy and hatred towards them, then we are just joining them in what they are doing. They are not well. We have to protect ourselves, and our protection will be their healing.
But slowly, these things are becoming very, very common.
The weaker the soul becomes, the more fear and insecurity, and the more I will resort to these kind of means. But then the more people are resorting to these kind of means, each one of us will have to learn how to empower and protect ourselves. Can't just sit back like a victim and say, oh, but the world is doing this to me. Okay, so the world is doing this to me. So what's my responsibility? What am I going to do?
Because when it was done on me as a victim, that guy who does this black magic, he told me, thank God you've come to me at the right time. I can counter-attack it and see that it goes back to him, whoever has done it to you. You cannot, you cannot clear that. It's only me, I have the power.
But I think we shouldn't get into counter-hitting in the sense of sending that energy back to them. Let's just protect ourselves and send them lots of love. They are already in a lot of pain. Because by counter-sending the same negative energy to them, we are creating our negative karma. Again, negative energy which we send out
comes back to me.
Comes back to me. First, I get it while sending it to them, and second, it will come back to me. So that's not the way. That's not the way of taking care of ourselves.
You say not to counter-attack, okay?
Counter-attack with positive energy, not use the same means which they are using.
But the person who has attacked me, and I start behaving differently at home, then what of the whole family? They should also understand that something has happened to him. Right. They'll just say, what's happened to Suresh Oberoi? Why is he behaving like that? How do they know that I've been attacked very badly by a tantric, by some kind of a black magic? And what is their job at that time, the family's job?
Absolutely, because when we see someone in the family in pain, one thing, but with this is very important, is not to think too often about these kind of things. You know, actually what has happened today is, even if there is a slight change in someone's behavior, or if there's a slight change in the way the dynamics of the relationships are working, people have started saying, oh, it's because someone's done something on us.
Again a blame game.
Yeah. Because I'm not ready to take personal responsibility that I'm not taking care. It's just easier to say, oh, someone's done something on them, which is not true. Because that makes me more vulnerable, and that stops me from taking personal responsibility that I can overcome this issue in relationships or my personal turbulence that is going on. So one is not to keep on blaming for the smallest change, not to keep blaming these measures that other people could be using, because that itself creates fear. The biggest protection that's needed if someone is, you know, sending negative energy through any means, the biggest protection is not a trace of fear. which is in itself a big challenge. Not to create this fear.
Fear means me or my family members?
Even the person and the family. See, basically the energy in the house. See, it's like someone's sending something to me, someone's throwing something at us, the family, everyone in that house, or to a particular person. Then everyone will have to keep the doors of that house closed, right? So that that doesn't enter. But even single person goes and opens the door.
Or a small window.
Yeah, and it will enter, which means everyone will have to remain very calm, composed and stable. If we start creating fear, see, I'm sending you negative energy.
It's not possible, no, that everybody in the house...
But we have to learn how to protect ourselves. See, again, if one person in a family is ill, let's say physically ill, so what does the rest of the family have to take care?
Of themselves.
They should not catch any infection, so that they don't transmit their infection to the person who's already unwell. This is basic. You know, it's just that when it comes to emotional matters, we say, oh, but it's so difficult. But this is the only thing, this is the only way it will work. If someone is being attacked by some kind of a negative energy, then it becomes our responsibility to protect, so that that negativity doesn't impact further. And which means all of us will have to first take care of ourselves. Okay, someone is sending something, now what are we supposed to do? Rather than, why are they sending, why does this happen to me, now what will happen, things will all go wrong. This is negative energy. So first it has to be a full stop to these kind of thoughts. No thinking about why, what, how.
And what will happen to us now?
Important is, what is it that I have to do now? And which means, okay, someone's sending something, how do I protect myself? And how do I take care of the person on whom somebody could be sending some kind of energy? This is the responsibility of relationships. One, to know that if they are behaving unreasonably, if they are behaving very erratically, and we have understood that it is because of some influence of energy on them, one is, we cannot get affected by their behavior. Suppose I am that person in your family who has been influenced by some kind of negative energy and my behavior has changed. So first you will have to be compassionate towards my behavior, so that you don't send me any more anger and hatred. I am already like this. So you cannot afford to send me anything more. That itself is a protection for me.
One patient in the house.
One patient in the house. And most important, let that patient's illness just remain till there, not add more to that. But now what you can start doing is, start sending the opposite energy. Okay, someone's sending me negative energy, you start sending me the opposite. Will it not work? If this person's energy can work on me,
say my energy
why
can work on
can't your energy work on me?
So we should not believe the tantric that when he says that we are not capable of sending an energy and we need him.
No, we cannot. We don't need him because we're not going to resort to the same means. See, resorting to the same means only means that someone's not well and we all chose to fall ill with him.
In any case, his job is to do just negative, so...
Yeah, so we're not getting into that. We can do our own magic. But it's just that it requires us to be very, very, very elevated. Very, very convinced about what we are doing. And most important, everyone around us. Everyone in the family. In Brahma Kumaris, the Raj Yoga meditation that we learn is me, the soul, knowing myself, and then connecting to the Supreme Power. Call him God, Almighty Authority. Words are not important. It's understanding that yes, there is a higher source and connecting to him. When I connect to him, I'm able to channelize his energy to myself. What is black magic doing?
Same energy?
Channelizing some negative energy and focusing it on you. So I channelize his energy and focus it on you. There's no energy higher than that. Everyone in the family connects to that Supreme Power and focused time It is done in a very accurate way. Focus time, channelize that energy. Everyone collectively sends that energy to the soul. If people around me with love and healing can channelize that energy and send it to me, will it not work on me? You know, like people do Reiki, to pranic healing.
I do that.
So what do you do in that? Someone's not well,
I send positive energy.
send positive energy. Does it work?
Yes.
Same here.
Sister, one more thing. What about the person? Forget the tantric, the man who does black magic. Let him. Let's forget about him. What about the person who is doing it on me? What happens to him? It's very important for that person to know,
Yeah.
so that I tomorrow do not resort to such things.
Even if I do not resort to such things, because everyone might not resort to such things, but even if I first start taking simple care that any kind of jealousy, any kind of negativity that I create using someone else as a stimulus is only first attacking me.
Even the jealousy part.
Yeah, if I'm jealous of you, then the kind of thoughts that I'm creating attacks who?
Me.
Attacks me myself. And it makes me so weak. And then it leaves me with no power to work on the other aspects of my life. So any kind of negativity first attacks me. Now, if I can go to the extent of resorting to any of these kind of means, it will happen that initially, short term, I will see things working the way I want them to be. Whether I want somebody else to fail in their business, whether I want somebody's relationships to break, whether I want the person to come towards me, whatever I want in terms of the outside situations, I will see things happening according to the way I want them to be. And then I feel, okay, fine, I'm getting what I want, but I've forgotten that the basic is that to get all this that I want, what is the energy that I have used?
The black energy.
Yeah.
Negative.
And the foundation, if it's negative energy, whatever I have sent out or whatever karma I have done, the energy has to return. It has to. And I really need to take care of that.
That energy has to hit me back.
See, it's not about that energy has
Which
to
I
hit me
sent to
back.
you.
See, well, if I'm resorting to using black magic on you, how obsessed am I with my negative thoughts about you?
Very much.
Very much, right? So all that my obsession with negativity about you first attacks who? Me. Definitely attacking me, because there's nothing else on my mind except for your failure. So that's on my mind. So that virus that I think I'm creating for you is actually only attacking me. Now, this is the energy that I sent to you, because of which you go into pain, because of which your whole family gets affected, people around you get affected. So many people go into pain. All these souls who go into pain because of the karma that I have done, where is the energy going to come back?
To me.
So it's not the same energy that comes back. It comes back many.
Multifold.
Multifold.
But sister, the other chap who has not done anything wrong, he is also affected, no?
The one on whom it's being done?
Yeah.
Yes, but then again, if people are doing such things, I at least have to learn how to protect myself.
Yeah, but you come to know later, no?
Even if I've come to know later, I can still learn now how to take care of myself. Let me come out of it and protect myself. And most important, let's understand, we are crossing a phase where these things are happening. Even if it's okay at the level of jealousy and hatred or going to deeper things like this, these things are happening and most probably will only increase in the coming times.
Last question. The lady I told you, who is in love with the married man, she is doing black magic on the wife so that the husband and wife do not get together and he throws her out or divorces. Now this woman, according to you, if she is having jealousy in her, then she can send only jealousy. But what about her love for the man? So at one time, how can she have both the things?
If she really loves the person, Can she resort to doing something like this?
Then why is she doing?
This is an obsession. I want. That's all. And I will get at any cost. There's no love here.
Okay.
There is no love here at all. This is just obsession. I want. My happiness is dependent on this, and I will get come what may. And if she's going to get it this way, question mark is what will be the result of that relationship?
Yes, thinking now that if she really loves him, she would like him to be happy.
Yeah, and she cannot send negative energy to him or to his wife. And if she sent that, even if outwardly she achieves what she wants, that is, that person comes to her, foundation of the relationship, negative. The wife, what is she going to constantly keep sending? Pain.
Negative.
There's
pain.
no way there can be happiness in this relationship. It's just not possible.
So finally, I think we'll have to connect to God.
Yeah, definitely.
To protect ourselves.
Absolutely.
And as you said, to elevate ourselves or rise above all these things. Right. And above all these things, what we've discussed in all the episodes, I personally feel after, or maybe what I understand from you, is that we have to get connected to the highest power, which is nothing else, no one else, but one, the one and only one, God.
Absolutely.
A small meditation before we end this episode.
Sure. Let's sit back and look at our journey. My values, my principles, and my journey in life. This is my choice. My truth and my power of conviction gives me the strength to walk my path. Souls around me could be sending me all kinds of energy, but I am sure of the road I have taken. And at the same time, I understand what they are going through. I understand they are in pain, and I empathize with them. I understand they need healing, and they are doing what they are doing only because they have forgotten who they are. I send them vibrations of love and power. I am protected by my own truth and purity. Try and visualize a shield of white light all around me. Nothing can permeate this. I don't absorb energies which are around me. I radiate energy to them. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
Om Shanti.